175 size 12. Thread is just a uni thread in 80 in black. We simply start at the eye and put down a layer of thread all the way along the shank until basically you're in line with the barb of the hook. For the tails, I'm just going to use, this is a Uni-Floss and Chartreuse. Single strand, that's all we need in this size of fly. You could double it up if you wish. Just going to catch it on the top, all the way around. Keep this the full length of the body so you don't have any lumps and bumps. Trim this so it's in, basically when you bring your scissors in line with the back of the hook, then trim. Second part, or the second tail, in this case is a golden pheasant tippet. Very easy way to get the tail is to hold the ends of the feather, come in with the points of the scissors, trim, remove the main feather, leaving the tail in your finger and thumb. Length of the tail, it's up to yourself really, much the length of the shank, say. Just over the top, nice and tight, have a quick look. Yeah, that would do it. You could go a wee tiny bit shorter, but that's fine. Again, trim that full length of the body. Protect, which is going to be Peacock Herl in the body. I'm using a fine silver wire. Extra small or small would do it. Again, the full length of the body, but at this point, you've got wax on the thread. Take a thread up, tying all these in. Just tidying everything up. Makes for a much neater fly and stronger fly. And start to come back down. It's best always if you can tie in something the way back down. Now I've got, these are from Vineyards, Peacock Herl dyed black. They're quite fine in this packet, so I'm going to use 3 just to bulk it up slightly. Now there's 3 strands there. Just going to line up the ends. Just catch them on, carry on down to the tail. See where you are, that's fine. And then come back up. Now this is, the Herl's the weakest fibre, so I'm going to wind it towards myself. And the reason I do that is when I bring the wire up through the main part of the rib, the strong part of the rib, or the strong part of the body anyway, this will catch in more of the fibre and basically allow you to see the silver as well. So now I did that without thinking there, but what you do is you come across the Herl, single turn, and then one onto the hook shank. This locks it in. You only need 2 or 3 to hold that, and then trim away the excess. Now you bring your wire up through the normal way you wind. In my case it's away from myself. Looking probably 5 turns or so. Just bring it up against the thread, but 90-degree bend into the wire. And that will lock it in nice and keep all these turns nice and tight. Bring your thread up to the eye and back down, and then bend and break it off. And have a wee quick look at your body and your tail. You can mess around with them for a wee bit. You can move them to sit where you want. All I'm doing here is just stroking back the Peacock Herl with my finger just to get it to sit nice. Then, this is just a Chinese hen dyed black. Take a single feather out. It's up to yourself how long these fibres you want them to be. Some like them quite long, right towards the back of the, say the hook. Some like them short, between the point and the barb. You'll get a preference that you like and what you catch fish on. It's up to yourself. So I'm going to catch it in by the tip. So the first thing I do is just pull the fibres back so it reveals the tip. 2 or 3 turns down. Fold this back, tuck it back, come back up, and come back down 2 or 3 turns. Now you'll find that that's tucked in, makes it really strong. It's basically going to break. It's got to break off, so can't pull out. and then just wind your hackle on with hackle pliers or with your fingers, whatever you prefer. I use my fingers most times. Now all I do is do a turn and hold. Just press nice and firmly on the side, stroking the fibres back as you go down. Just get enough hackle across your thread and nice and tight. Trim this away. Wax onto your thread. Gives you a bit more strength and grip. Tidy the head area up. Now you'll see basically at this point it's finished really. You could finish it this because that's a good fly. That'd be the KeHe if it had a red tail there, undertail instead of green, or Chartreuse. Your fly would be finished. But with everything nowadays we can either do variants, and here's another variant here. This one's got seals for body but a single jungle cock eye, a natural one. Or in this case what I'm going to do, I've got, you could do a couple. You could add the green, lime green, and which I've done here. So lime green. Or I should have orange and red here. Red would be nice, red would be a good colour, so would orange at this time of the year. I'll put on orange, because that gives the impression of the wing buds, like a lot of midge patterns. Now when you look at this, there's not much left there as you can see. Let me see if I can find anything that I can salvage, which you sometimes can. You don't need a big eye, you could do small eyes, or a single split eye would do the job. There we are, that's 2 eyes. Now first thing we do is draw back any of the fibres that I don't need. Just open out the area where you're going to tie it in, and then offer them to the side. Now you can do them individually, or in this case I'm putting them on both together. It looks okay. Now you can have them coming up into the hackle or along the side. It's again, you just have to, at this point you can move them around so you can, just to get them to sit where you want. That's fine. Once you're happy, then it's going to wax my thread again, which will give me more grip. And then anything going forward of the eye, just draw these back. And then tidy up. Keep the thread nice and tight. Come in and whip finish. Now when you're whip finishing, you can actually place the thread turn so that you're forming the head shape as well. So you're tidying up and tying off at the same time. I wonder if you can just break these off or cut them away. There you go. Now I kept the thread nice and tight there so that it didn't throw any slack turns into the fly. And there you go. You can put a wee bit of varnish onto the head. All the way around. It's a wee bit heavy this. So I can thin it down a wee bit. There we are. Now there's basically the same pattern, but slight variants. Just change it. There's the one with the plain jungle cock but with a seals fur body, same tail and everything else. And there's again the same tail, the Peacock Herl body, but with a lime green jungle cock eye. That's the fun of tying your own flies, you can do that. So I hope you enjoyed that version, or that tying of the KeHe. Say, just have fun tying your own flies, and you can have a box that basically no one else will have.